live chat member guide privacy blah blah blah. Okay, good. Anyway, so I'm waiting for the my pooter to update. It says it will reboot several times. It's going really slow. I was going to do that on there because the object of the game was to test computer setup, but that's not happening. So what can we do here? We'll try something here. Computer, play blues jam tracks in G.
I didn't find anything called G. To play where you want, use the device name or combine speakers with multi-room music in the Alexa app.
Teaching me. Computer, play blues G jam tracks.
C to G Jam Blues by Toots Tielemans on Amazon
Toots.
Music.
Toots is amazing. But I don't think it's going to be a jam track. Told you. And you can make up almost anything you want into that. Fast, fun, easy going, relaxing, nice, bad, good, bad, all that good stuff, right? Okay, computer. I love Toots, but no, stop. Computer, play blues jam tracks in the key of G.
Blues Jam Tracks in A by FNP Jam Tracks on Amazon Music.
I said G. You heard me say J, right? Alright, what the hell? Computer, volume 8. See what that sounds like. Looking at a tough time, trying to figure out where I belong in the old scheme of life, man. I've been hanging out for so long. It's like a tough time, you know. Caught between a rock place and a hard one, you know what I'm saying, right? Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. See, I've been getting along pretty good without you, but it ain't great, right? Well, this life ain't easy, it's a way it's gonna be. There's some things that is good and them things that misery brings upon a soul when a mind gets to thinking about what was, could have been, and could be, maybe if it ever was. You don't know how you really feel about things that really truly ain't your new deal. You don't know what you missed out in life, cause it's all gone by. You don't know what you ain't done, cause what you ain't done is over before you try. I understand, man. Some guy understand had a plan, but that shit didn't work out anyway, so let's do with what's at hand. you draw your mind to hang on real fast. It's like you don't want them things to pass. You want a little bit just to last. Maybe you meet a man, woman, somebody that you fall in love with. You say like, man, this is good for me. I tell you what, I really digging this shit. But it ain't like anything forever. At least it don't seem that way. No matter what kind of plan you make, that guy didn't stand anything today. Too easy to walk away and too hard to run. You know you're old man. You ain't gonna have too much fun, but you're gonna try to get it on just the best that you can. You know you could be a mighty, mighty man. At least that's what it seemed like early in the game, but it ain't that way when you're alone. It's just the same. You got a memory like a vice grip. It holds on to things that don't cost you nothing but shit. You ain't got no kind of idea what a better life, better world might be. That's the truth, dear. You wanna hope and pray that maybe someday you're gonna find yourself a better way. Alright. Now they're just gonna end like they do, and it's just gonna keep going. I guess I'm gonna say it's staying in A because they didn't say shit right. Oh yeah. Man, I got an idea about what's good and bad for me right here and now. I got me an idea, y'all. Man, I got an idea about what's good and bad for me right here, right now. It ain't like I'm gonna stray away from me, cause I've been me for quite some time, and I'm gonna be me for quite a little bit while. Everybody say you, man, you got to lead your own way. Everybody say you, man, you got a plan, you got to lead your own way. I ain't dreaming nothing, man. I'm just hanging tight to everything I think I maybe say. Everybody wants you to be something special to them. Not really sure how many give a damn about who you are, what, when. But they need to have someone in the corner and on their side. I ain't one to beg borrow, but I tell you what, I do a lot of shit out of pride. Everybody say you gotta hang on to true, let true be you, oh yeah. Everybody say you gotta hang on to true, let true be you, yeah. I don't really know what you mean by that, but I know there's a couple rules about things you shouldn't do. One rule I know I believe in is do unto others then split. That means get the hell out of Dodge before they realize all your shit. I know it seems wrong to think that way. But I tell you what, you skedaddle, you live another day. Everybody say you need to stand up and fight. But I tell you, a lot of people, that all they did ever was in their life, right? little good for me. Every time I turn around, there's something on my mind. That's right. No, because I don't even have the timer thing tell me when they're going to end. They just go. So did it. Some kind of superhuman, kind of Superman, baby, but I'm just an ordinary everyday 9 to 5 kind of man. I gotta hold my own in a world of rich folk doing that thing too. I don't really think you get it, baby. I'm hanging on, baby, just doing what I like to do between me and you. I think you need a little cross-education about how far a dollar will stretch when you bend to try to break that mofo. You ain't got no kind of way to make a dollar stretch for more than a single day. Yeah, they get rid of the penny. That's right. Because everything costs so much that a penny ain't doing nothing against the price of crime, y'all. You need a little education about what life's really about. Cause girl, you ain't done much since we met. You just lay your ass around this house, man, I can swear. That you don't really understand the thing about how the world works, 10 square. Yeah, man, you be laying up in here talking about how you's tired. Maybe one day you'll wake up and tell yourself to get it done. Gonna push yourself to greater limits, darling, cause you're tired of feeling like you're on the run. You're tired of holding back, waiting on me to come and give you this and that. You're gonna want your own letters that you make yourself, because you're gonna wanna spend it fat. No control, nobody telling you what, when, how, why, and asking you what you want it for. Just gonna get out there with your paycheck and do your shopping so you ain't got no more. Whoa, yeah, you're gonna wake up and smell the roses. Try to make your life a little bit better. You're gonna try to get over on yourself, make it more going on with you. I understand, baby, now you want a little more from life. You ain't getting any more from me, so you gotta spice it up yourself. Everybody seem to understand there's a reason that it's all about the man. Supply, demand, supply, demand, supply, demand, supply, demand, that's me. No idea. Again, probably 3 minutes, 38 seconds. I don't know. I understand you think there's maybe something good going on out in the world, just so. Well, this world don't believe in all them things you say make it flow. That's right. We all lie about something, and I know you lying to me about where you were last night and maybe who it was you see. Talking about this girl named Wendy and somebody named Janet too. I don't think you even know anybody by them names. Them lies won't do. You gotta fess up, tell me something, girl. Wake up and smell the roses. I want you to be truthful to me about what you've been exposed to. This life ain't about getting over on your man. This life ain't about getting over on your man. I understand, baby. You just say you're doing the best you can. I ain't one to criticize, poke holes in your life. But it seems so obvious to me where I'm standing that you fantasize. And I don't know what you really got going on. I'm hanging on by the thinnest thread, believing you love me, still thinking our love is dead. I ain't got no hope or promise. Everything's going sour with me and you. That's right. It don't really matter if it has or have not. That's how I feel. And my feelings is as true as your feelings is you. I know you've been telling me the same thing about how you're loyal, true, and I don't understand a thing. I'm telling myself my own lies, building my own story about what's what and how, when, who. What, when, how, when, who. Baby, what, when, how, when, you is you and them and whoever else it been. Because it sure as hell ain't me when you come out that way. I got you. I'll always be there. Even when you don't love me. Cause I do care. You know you need it. And so do I. Baby girl, you make me cry. A man can only forget what he can. You pushing my limits far, far. like snap like a rubber band, baby. Snap. You know. Let's see what's next. You know, the AA is for me fun because I usually do fast AA and I like fast. So, but this is, you know, it's a little challenging. It's kind of like, you know, the jam. We get a thing we're doing like E, and I go like, yeah, that's like the AB. Oh, easy come. Talking about easy go, yeah, yeah. Say with me. Girl, you say it's easy come. Take you to the mall and say easy go. Alright. You spend my money like rain off a roof. It comes from heaven above, ain't no real source to good, you know. You spend my money like it's gonna rain again tomorrow too. And I ain't wanna tell you nothing really bad, but I really can't afford you. Tired for a long time about this and that, and all you're really doing is pulling my bells and pulling the strings and all that stuff they say. You know, you get to know someone you can manipulate just so much. And baby, you've been bending me left and right, about to use up my trust. Right? You need a little conditioning inside your mind. I think you need just a little bit of conditioning inside your mind. If you get yourself right, darling, maybe you can save this loving time. Easy come, easier go. Baby, I ain't seeing that money no more. It's right there out my door. You've been spending left and right. I'm just barely holding on. I'm just barely keeping myself in cool and brisket. And you've been stealing this all too long. I got you. I know it. Gonna do what you want. You got my twist around your finger, baby. I tell you, there's nothing I can do, because at least in my heart, that love is true. Something like that. I'm gonna have to slow this down now, right? You get it? Okay, I'm gonna slow it down. I've been running my life trying to keep things in order, It's made me like somebody trying to self-support it, Y'all driving football, do nothing but hold it up and keep it together. This is faster than I wanted it to be. This will struggle through, right? Y'all just don't do nothing but keep it together, and it doesn't really matter whether good or bad weather. Things will happen like they do, and you hang on like you can, but it ain't like anybody's gonna be a better man. Going to try your hard to break it, and you know you're gonna fake it, but you really just wanna keep going on with this and must make it. Free bread is easy just to get along with. You know you wanna fight to that end. You like a stack of this, but you ain't giving up nothing really that you care about. You just hanging on and leeching on me, baby, that's a job. I don't really think that maybe it's hard to be, but it's the same way it seems to be. At least it is to me. I got a bad attitude about the life I live, but I tell you what, I could be better off if I was dead. But I don't think I'm dying, no, because it's too much easy for you. It's too much easier for you to keep treating me like you do. I got you. Hanging on real tight and close, you know I'm gonna keep it going on and keep the boat afloat. It ain't like life's gonna press me back and try and keep me moving on. It's all working against me and the time getting long. I ain't got much to say about it, but I'll tell you this. Baby, I'm really getting tired of your shit. I'm down. I got you. Hanging on real tight. You milk me like a cow about midnight. My udder's dry, but you still squeezing on that crop thing you got going on, man. I don't know really what's happening, but I think the end is going to not justify the means. Everybody got an idea, but they want to lie, but they can't hang on the thing that if this is not the lie, you know you can't grab it strong when it ain't in your hand. Everybody got to hold on to something, but most of that shit really is on just a man, right? Computer, stop. That was a bit much. Okay, let's try this again. Computer, blues jam tracks in G.
I didn't find anything called G. To play where you want, use the device name or combine speakers with multi-room music in the Alexa app.
Computer, blues jam tracks in the key of E.
From StackExchange.com. Playing a blues with E7, A7 and B7 means you're definitely in key E. When the progression moves to A7 and then B7, you're still in key
Oh, it's
E.
teaching me.
Imagine a song with half a dozen chords in it.
I can't because Like, nobody sent me to music school. Anywho. Alright, computer. Blues jam tracks in B.
I don't know that.
Computer. Play blues music jam tracks in the key of E.
I couldn't find that on Amazon Music.
Wow. Okay, computer. Blues jam tracks in E. I'm fighting.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Computer. Play blues jam tracks in E.
Playing blues jam music on Amazon Music.
I have no idea. Oh man. Okay. You think it is? You know, I'm tone deaf, so I couldn't tell you if it is or isn't. This is like familiar known, but not really. See, that doesn't work. It's crazy active, and it's not the internet. All right, computer, stop. Let's try this again. Okay. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna give you a break. I'm gonna do this different because the computer's come up and it's asking me questions that I don't want to answer. So, price location. No. I don't want you to know. I don't want anything to know my precise location. I don't want to get notifications. I don't want nothing to tell me shit. Okay. All I want it to do is the stuff that I ask it to do. And then let's move on. Okay. Simply the Blues, Volume 1. Don't want Chicago. A. Let me see. Let's key this in. And let's do blues jam tracks in. I'm just trying this because I want to see what happens. I'm going to say B because I want to know what happens. And I'm going to experiment with whatever the hell it is I'm doing. Slow blues B. And it's 12 minutes. All right. Fast blues jam track B. I don't know. What do you think? Slow and DB. I don't know if that was a B or a D. It went away. It's a B. That's Bradley. All right, let's do them in the order they came in. So I just want to know what these are. I'd say that was extreme, right? Skip the ad. That was a bit much, right? Or am I wrong? I don't know. Baby, it's been a long time coming. Ooh, oh, and darling, I miss you so. Baby, it's been a long time coming. Oh, and I miss you so. whether I'm coming or going some night. And I just don't know. I don't know if you love me no more. Everybody talking. But they talking out the side of their face about this, that, the other thing, and maybes, and they ain't really sure about who can say. I said, everybody talking. Are they talking about things that couldn't maybe know? And these are whole problems. They couldn't know them for sure. They couldn't know for sure, yeah. Well, darling, I tried to be the right kind of man for you. Yes, I did. Everybody and their brother told me maybe something was going on, but I didn't like the sound of it. And I sure didn't know what to do. But baby, I'm missing you. I miss you so bad. Out of line, baby. Or I was right on the time, baby. I don't do. And that's the problem, just a soul, yeah. Everything inside my soul says, boy, give it a chance. And in the wagon time, come back at me about no. You're just wasting your time and your love on a bad thing. Ooh-ha. Now one friend told me it's like setting a bet in Vegas. And you ain't been told the odds. That's right. You're a bad bet, as they say. me that I'm wrong. And I know you're gonna say that I could change my mind. Oh, you say that you're waiting for me. Come home. You say you're waiting for me to come home, but then why is it when I call the phone just rings and rings and rings and rings? Baby, you ain't home. It's middle of the night, you ain't home. What the hell am I to think? What should I think? What should I think? Oh, everybody talking at me. All them tongue wagging left and right, trying to tell me what to be. And on the other side, I got you whispering in my ear all this stuff about, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, please. I wish I was a gypsy psychic mother, yeah. I wish I was a telepathic so and so, yeah. Yeah, I read your mind and see what's going on. And then I have my own peace of mind too. But there ain't nothing more important to me than my own peace. My own peace. And what that peace does for me. Okay? Just a little bit away. It's just up the road and around the corner, so they say. But if I were to go home right now, darling, what would I find? Would I find you with or would you not be there to be found? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I wanna take that drive. I need to see for myself. My own drive. What have you been doing with your time, girl? And what have you been doing with my time too? Your time is my time and my time is yours, and we're together, that's all we need to do. Yeah. I said, what have you been doing with your time, baby, darling? And what have you been doing with my time too? Yeah. Seems like you get a little much and not leaving any meat on the bone, you know. Well, now I swear, if I find what I think I will, what the tongue wagging rabbit ever say, with a roar, I'm done with you. And you, not your mama, not your daddy, not your big brother, Paul trying to tell me on my own. next one. Next one comes up. You know, the difference between YouTube and the Amazon computer doing what I say is it's hard to argue with because it don't but halfway listen. In the computer, you know, they're selling your time between things. So in order to do what you do, you got to let them do what they do, right? So this is a little bit of both. What are you? Slow as hell. B minor. I don't know if I want to do this one. I don't know if I got the key in this box here. Flat F. I don't. I can do a major, maybe. Let me see. That would be the same again, maybe sort of. I don't know. Myriad of twisted individual things that come together to produce results which may or may not be agreeable to the great plan. You know, I'm not doing any more minors. I didn't do that as a minor anyway. I fucking cheated my ass off, but it's all good. All right, rainy day, no acoustic, cozy moments. I don't think so. Afro. So now that I would like, but I don't know what they're gonna do there. I'm just gonna check it out to check it out because it would be ordinarily fun. It's just like. Bada 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 bada. Bada 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 bada. I don't know. I can something bullshit. Maybe. Oh, shit. I'm happy. It doesn't work. So I'm not technically responsible for any of this, right? This is like my recreation time. Hopefully none of this is too loud. I don't know. That's not right. It can't be right. It's too late for trombone. All right. So moving on. I don't think I can shift gears quick enough today for this. I do like this though. This would be like seriously cool to fall asleep to. Right? This is Afro Jazz Ethnic Sounds. Positive Vibes Digital Studio on YouTube. So look up Positive Vibes Video Studio and find Afro Jazz Ethnic Jams like that, alright? Have fun with it. I'm not playing drums for sure. Alright, let me see what else we got here. Ethiopian Jazz, gray area, no. Alright, let me try that then. How about we do let's try gypsy, jazz, blues, jam, tracks. Let's see where that takes us, shall we? Oh, it's like weird. It didn't do what I said. It just shrunk the other thing and caused the problem. Okay. Try this again. Gypsy. Yeah, there it goes. Gypsy. Jazz. Blues. Jam. Tracks. Bing-a-bong. This is something I usually like. Some of these guitars. Minor swing, 160. Gypsy jazz in what? Minor, of course. Yes, they're going to be minors, aren't they? Yes, they are. And I am not. There you go. Swing blues G. Jam track Ice B. Swing blues G. All right. I'm going to avoid minors. Just don't have any in this case. I don't know if there are any here or not. I don't think so. And I'm not going to get the other case of the card. So this is all you get. think I know it. It's like, it's like, come on everybody, let's have a good time. Like that, I don't mean you guys will play. I don't mean you guys will lose your mind. Pick a partner and just swing around that dance floor wide. Pick a partner, swing around that dance floor wide. Come on, come on, come on, let's have a little blues jive. Right. Easy enough to tote her in. It is easy enough to tote her in. You can't convince her of anything with a couple shots of gin. That's right. That I ain't one to tell you how to live your life. I said I ain't one to tell you how to live your life. But after she sips that gin, you know you ought to make her your wife. And things you gonna do, right? Don't get ahead of yourself. You ain't even danced yet, boy. Oh, don't let your thinking get ahead of you. You ain't even danced yet, boy. Swing around a couple times, and when the thirst hits her, that's where that gin comes in, right? Yeah. I'm not one to tell a fella how to get on down. See, now I'm not a one to tell somebody how to get on down. You know what I'm saying? Right, you. But everything is true. If it's the best you can do, oh yeah, do your best, son. I understand you got a life to live and you want to live it well. Oh, I understand you got a life to live and you want to live it well. But if you give her too much gin, boy, your ass will wind up in jail. You gotta have consent, you know what I'm saying? It's a big deal. Everybody come on, get up on that dance floor. Come on, come on. Everybody come on, get out there on that dance floor. Come on, come on. Ain't nothing you can do. Just spin around a little more. That's right. Talking to him, talking to her, talking to them, talking to they. Get out and shake about. Talking to him, talking to her, talking to they, talking to them. Get out on that dance floor. Shake it out, baby. You know you deserve a little time for joy. Maybe you can even shout. Yeah. Easy do what you want to do. Swing around, like that. I said easy do. Whoa, like you want to. Ain't nobody gonna be standing around the corner judging. How's it do what you do? Well, yeah. That's right, do you. Alright, anyway, that's good enough. That's 4 minutes. I think that's long enough for a swing or something. The band would play and the people would dance and we just go on. And then, like, you get to the end. Let me jump to the end. Alright, jump to the end. You get to the end and you go like, now you had your fun. So take her home. Ba-da-ba-da. Like that. And then it would end somehow and you move on with your life. Alright, anyway. And it's not really complicated, right? Alright, move back again. G, boogie. Boogie's like cool. Did I play this though? Let me see here. Please like and share. Oh, I didn't turn the volume on. Alright, let's back it up and let's turn the volume on. I guess I'm burning out, you know. I am tired. Come on now, you can have a little bit of good time if you let yourself. Come on now, you can have a little bit of good time if you just let yourself. Boys and girls, you know, you got each other for that kind of fun. Well, you can grab a hand, take her out and dance a little bit more. Grab that hand, yeah. Take her out and dance a little bit more. That's it. Huh. It's all in the big plane, right? You're doing what boys and girls do, and that's alright. You ain't gotta hold back nothing, cause you're out of her dad's and your mother's side. You can enjoy yourself and just be natural, loving folk. I ain't talking about skinny dipping them like that. I'm just saying, you know, dance, talk, drink a little Kool-Aid and joke, right? Good enough. Okay, definitely tired here. All right. So I'm gonna see how this pans out. That's enough time. That's a little over an hour, I guess. But um, this is Fourth of July weekend, however you want to see it. It happens to be on a Saturday this year. So, I took off. My son's gonna come down to town. It's gonna be awesome. I love company, and having a company in a minute. Not really. Well, company. You know what I mean? Yeah, company. So I'm looking forward to this. Skylar, Casey, and Amanda. That's a friend. That's a friend of theirs. All coming down. It's gonna be super cool. They came last time was pandemic because I go up there all the time. So the last time they came down was pandemic, and I showed them all the stuff that you can do in Huntsville, but you couldn't do because it was closed, right? So we're gonna do a bunch of stuff, and of course there's a whole bunch of new stuff. Gonna take them out to eat a lot. We're gonna do a lot of food. They're gonna be like really sluggish going back. Hopefully, if I do a good job, they will want to come again because you cannot do this in one go. And I'm gonna like see what they want to do, And I'm just gonna take them the stuff that I want to go to. Okay, this is not good daddy. This is bad daddy when you take people just where you want to take them. So I'll find out what they're into, what they like, what they feel like. Definitely, we're breakfast people, so I already know where I'm taking them for breakfast 2 days, right? And so that's gonna be great. Uh, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So today, tonight is my first day of my 5, and I'm good. I like not being where I would normally have to be tomorrow. That is the biggest thing right now in my mind. So there's other stuff going on, things I'm thinking about that I'm not going to talk about because I really haven't finished thinking about them. I'm seriously honest. A lot of stuff has happened lately that makes me think and rethink and imagine and feel. So man, a lot of different things. But yeah, I would say that I'm wound down at this point from Lisa Chang and her most awesome. First time I saw her perform, do her own thing. I've seen her with other people, and I saw her do her own thing today, and it was great. She's really good. So Lisa Chang, and I'll post the last video I made, and she gives information about where you can look at her stuff, and pretty much if you watch her, you're gonna want to look at more of her stuff. She's really that good. That's it. Was it 3:14? It's basically quarter after 3. I am tired, and tomorrow is yard day. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Now I'm working on the tractor. I'm gonna change the blades, put a new belt on. I just realized I have another deck in there that I can just throw on, and it probably has a belt, but it's all good. I'm gonna change the because I got a heavier belt. I'm gonna see how it does. It might be too heavy. I don't know. It is not the belt it's supposed to be, but it is the belt it is. Anyway, that's it. All right. Like I say, peace, love, and joy. Right. Do something good for somebody. Bye bye. And I forgot that it's over here, so I gotta tap it, and then well, you know what? I do not know how you how you turn it off. I guess I tap here. Nope, that didn't do it. It's just pointing a lot of things. All right, sure. Yep, there it is. You're live. Yay me. All right, now Jane? How do I stop this crazy thing? Drop down menu, scroll down, close. That actually is for the menu, not for the live. I mean, seriously, I honestly do not know how to stop this. Maybe it's the X. I think it's the X. Let's try the X. There you go. You sure want to start streaming? Yeah, okay. All right. Peace, love, and joy. Do something good to somebody. Look at me learning new shit.